Hey everyone, Joe Neat here, executive producer on Sea of Thieves with another dev update. And it's quite an exciting week, right? So obviously it's the Cursed Sales week. So really excited about this, really excited about what we're releasing to players. But before that, before I get onto kind of what's in Cursed Sales and everything, I just want to give a bit of an update around the progress towards Cursed Sales and really the kind of state of affairs with the release that's coming out. So firstly, like we've been testing this all over the weekend, trying to kind of build confidence and knowledge of everything that's in there. And unfortunately, we discovered a couple of issues in the build itself. One of which was related to skeleton forts and one of which related to the Kraken. So this is all really related to performance. And I talked about this a lot last week in terms of the state of the build, what we were testing, where the risks were. And unfortunately, yeah, we've uncovered a couple of issues, both with skeleton forts and with the Kraken, in relation to the new content that's coming in. So we've gathered around and we've made the decision for now just to temporarily disable skeleton forts and the Kraken so that we can go ahead with releasing Cursed Sales, because we believe that there's so much cool stuff in this release that we wanted to stay kind of stuck to the original release date, and all of our efforts right now, obviously apart from releasing Cursed Sales to you all, is now just going and fixing those performance issues and making sure that we can then re-enable them as soon as possible. It's not a position that we want to be in, it's not ideal at all, but we wanted to be open, we wanted to be transparent with everybody about what we're doing and why, but we firmly believe that, you know, the value of releasing all of the cool new stuff that I'll go on to detail in a bit that's in Cursed Sales means this is the right decision. Obviously in future this isn't a position that we want to be in. We find ourselves in it now. It's a last minute kind of issues that we've uncovered with the release, and that's frustrating, but yeah, like, we really hope people are going to have an awesome time with Cursed Sales, and we'll be looking to re-enable these as soon as we can. So moving on, I wanted to talk about Cursed Sales itself and all of the awesome stuff that we're bringing to the game itself. So first of all, skeleton ships, amazing experience, and really what the campaign itself centres around. We're going to see some great moments, some great stories around this, right? With all of the players coming together, battling these ships, boarding the ships, fighting them. And for me, a personal highlight is when you're on the ship itself and you're trying to fight the skeletons that are on there, but everyone else in your crew and other crews are pounding the ship with cannonballs and stuff, and it is absolute chaos. You know, you're just trying to get everyone to stop while you're on there, but you're going to be a bit of collateral damage for everyone else, I think. And it's honestly, it's so cool. Like one of the best experiences I've had in Sea of Thieves. So really looking forward to people getting to grips with that and see all the amazing stories. So alongside skeleton ships, obviously we're bringing in the Brigantine. And again, this feels great. Having played this again recently, it's a really nice mix in terms of where it fits in between the galleon, in between the sloop. It's got a bit more maneuverability than the galleon, not as much as the sloop, but then it's a bit more powerful in terms of the number of cannons and things. But it also, you know, it's only got the kind of one deck to take up water. So again, it fills up a bit quicker than the galleon. So there's a real nice balance here. And again, that's going to be one of those things that we really get out there to players, and we look at feedback and we really look at how this fits in amongst it, because it's one of those that you'll play for a while and we'll start seeing, is it perfectly balanced? Do we need to make tweaks to maybe the handling speed or that? You know, so it's going to be like, it's really cool, just loving to see that and getting out there and in amongst the other ships. So yeah, really excited about that. The third kind of major feature is alliances, and this one I think is probably my personal favourite, just because it's something that's going to change player behaviour in a really interesting way. And I think we're going to start seeing really interesting stories come out of this in terms of how people use it when there are those fragile alliances that maybe end in betrayal and things. It's going to be super cool, and there's going to be some great stories and moments and videos coming out of this. Again though, something that we're really going to be testing and looking at how people react to this, how they behave with it. Is it working right? Are we getting the right balance of kind of positive stories and the occasional one where you get betrayed? And so yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how that reacts. So super cool to see that in the live environment, especially with the skeleton ships. Alongside what I've talked about already, we're bringing in new hairstyles and hair dyes. So we've had lots and lots of requests for this, for more kind of variety in the hairstyle, but also the ability to dye your hair, change your hair colour. So really happy to be bringing that in. I know that's been a big feedback point amongst the community. So listing through everything else that we've got coming in, we've got new ship liveries. I think we've got the Hunter equipment set, we've got the Bone Crusher set coming in, we've got new cosmetics for Pirate Legends specifically, which look really cool. So, you know, if you've managed to make it up to a Pirate Legend, you're really going to be able to differentiate yourself from other players even more. And obviously there's a bunch of cosmetics that you can earn from the campaign itself. So like before, all of the features we're bringing in, the alliances, the Brigantine, the skeleton ships, the hair dye, the new hairstyles and stuff, and the cosmetics, all of those things are staying in the game. It's really only the time-limited campaign, the goals around this, and those exclusive cosmetics for completing it, and the rewards for completing it, those are the only things that are kind of time limited. So obviously the main thrust of our 3-week campaign is about battling the skeleton ships and taking them on and kind of defeating them and earning rewards. But alongside that, if you're finding it a bit hectic or you really want to learn more about the lore of the world and where these ships have come from, there's this little side quest that you can go and complete too, where you've got to kind of follow some clues, speak to some NPCs and really uncover what it is that brought this threat to the world. So that should be a really cool little thing to go and experience. So yeah, I hope to see a lot of people kind of engaging with that and having some fun figuring out how these came into the Sea of Thieves. And finally, with the world being under threat from the skeleton ships, the NPCs are a bit scared, and also, you know, they're struggling to get trade to the outposts, so they've decided to reduce the prices across the world. So that should be really cool for, you know, if you've been saving up for a new ship cosmetic, or you've got an eye on one of the new things that is coming in, they're going to be coming in at a more reasonable price from our NPCs and stuff. So hopefully that should be really cool for people. We should start to see everyone being able to invest in cool cosmetics. So yeah, that's where we're at. Like, you know, really exciting week. We're going to be closely monitoring it, like today and throughout the week, and how everything's working, and kind of taking feedback from players and stuff. So, but yeah, it's our biggest update yet, our most exciting, and I'm going to be out there playing, and it's going to be awesome. So cannot wait to see the stories and just see how everybody gets on this week. So I'll see you out on the seas, and thanks for watching. Cheers.
That was my favourite video. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with everything Sea of Thieves, and please click the subscribe button and hit that little ship's bell for all those notifications. Cheers.